Fat and spicy.
This is fat and spicy.
Fat and spicy, motherfucker.
Fat and spicy.
It's another fat and spicy.
So you want me to say fat and spicy? Fuck that. I'm out of here.
Fuck fat and spicy.
Dude, we're mega superstars, bro.
To the old lady I cut off at the light, I am sorry, but you were too slow.
Have you seen Werewolf Labs, man?
One of my captains, he was like, Sheriff, we seen a werewolf. I thought he was crazy. What werewolf you talking about? And then he started acting crazy a little bit. You know what? I think you're 5150. I'm gonna put you on administrative leave. You go to the hospital.
Sounds like you've been smelling what we've been smoking.
Look, if there's a mayor, I want to be it.
Right?
Hey,
I know.
bring me for mayor.
Eating nothing but roaches and, mind you, fingers. I just love fingers.
Chicken fingers?
No, homeless people's fingers.
Are you still messing around with women who are taken?
All right.
Oh my God! Say it ain't so. The viewers are in awe.
Okay, but you know what? Everybody has a past.
Question for Josh. How did you learn to be a developer for 5M, and how would you recommend a beginner starting?
I've got a background in the IT space for a long time. There were a lot of things that I could kind of grasp, like coding and stuff, but I'm not deep in certain areas as I would like to be. But I would say, the best way to start anything in life, doesn't matter what it is to just jump headfirst into it.
What is roleplay?
It's a place where I can escape personal trouble that I have going on in my real life. I come here and I RP because it's a place that I can come and be somebody other than myself, other than the guy that gets up and goes to work every morning.
For me, it's a place where I can come build characters outside of ourselves, try to promote interactions with other people. What I do love is when people take the time to turn around and have interactions, meaningful interactions. Even if it's just a few words, those few words can mean a lot.
This is Fat and Spicy, the podcast brought to you in city, out of city. I'm Fat.
And I'm spicy.
And this is the Fat and Spicy Show. Dude.
I'm awake, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I don't know. Where are we this week, man? I've been flying around so much, I'm confused.
I don't know. Wherever we are, though, it smells like hot Cheetos and pickle juice.
Well, I mean, I don't want to hear about your lunch habits. As far as I'm going, I had a nice pastrami sandwich on rye, baby.
I don't think it's my eating habits as more as the owner of the city.
You think it's the city? Sometimes I wonder, though.
I think it's the city,
I
mean, you're
know.
dressed like a fucking hot Cheeto.
He is. I told him he looks like he escaped from Muppet Jail over that sweater.
You guys, it's just a phase. Phase of going.
So what are you watching, guys? Well, you guys are watching the Fat and Spicy Show. What brought you here? Holy shit. Welcome to the show, everybody. You are watching the Fat and Spicy Show, brought to you by LastLif RP this week, man. Jacob, you excited to be here, broski?
I am, dude, but, I think the people should know one thing.
What?
That first and foremost, I'm fat.
I'm spicy.
This is the Fat and Spicy Show. And on Mondays, we do our OOC. And what is OOC? But out of character. We're pretty much going to sit down with the owner of LastLif Roleplay and get to know the insides of this menace who runs this city. I think we all want to know.
I think we all want to know
what makes him tick.
Well, I will say, bro, the last 20 minutes I spent in town, I was pretty impressed, man. Have you seen the Legion Square, dude? They got all Valentine's out. There's big teddy bears and hearts, and I felt like I was feeling romantic. I was gonna go look for a girlfriend or something.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know how your previous girlfriend. He has one in every city we go to.
Hey, it's not my fault that no matter where I go, they just get sucked into the fat and spicy lifestyle, man.
Oh, exactly.
No, I was so it reversed
like pigeons on KFC chicken. They just love that.
They love it. Oh man!
But no, today we're gonna be sitting down, dude, and we're actually gonna be pulling some of PoponLock's, old previous browser history. We're gonna pull that, some old phone records. We're gonna see what really makes this guy tick.
What color is your underwear?
Black.
All right, that's all I wanted to know.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
It's Chonies.
You wearing plum smugglers over there, Pop?
I don't even know what that means.
What the?
All right. Put that banana hammock back away.
Are those the ones that actually? Are
Chinese.
those the ones that grip the sack? What's up with that? Anyways, that's
They kind of have a basket in them, you know.
yeah. That's what I was about to say. Is it those?
Holy
I've been
crap.
intrigued. I've been intrigued about this for a while. I just didn't know if they worked or not.
You should try
Did
them.
they make a difference? Did they
I
make
mean,
a
you
difference?
you have to have a big enough sack to fill them, you know.
Oh well, you know that's the problem there.
Oh my god.
Then it looks like you're smuggling plums, Loss.
That's what it is.
Oh, look at that! Brought it back around.
Hell yeah.
How you been, dude? Jacob, what are you up to, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good. You know, obviously.
Did you get all moved into your new pad?
I moved in, dude. I'm still getting. I don't know why I'm sick, dude. It's just like
what
every
the hell?
sickness that you can get, I'm getting it. Minus the ST. I haven't got those yet, so I'm waiting on those maybe the end of the year.
There's
What's
still
this one?
time.
Well, what do you got this time? I would say herpes, but you can't catch what you already got.
I think I had COVID already the wrong time.
You COVID?
It was one of the two. I don't know. I had a horrible cough, man, for I say 4 or 5 days straight. Horrible cough.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I'm here giving it all to you guys in the studio. So I hope all of you enjoy that little gift from me. You know, free paid, non-sponsored gift to you guys.
Don't hurt your arm patting yourself on the back there, big guy. Oh, it's good to be here though, man. Good to be back doing the Fat and Spicy show. I always look forward to Mondays and Thursdays just to hang out with your stupid ass. You know I love you, babe.
Beep, oh, beep.
Say that again, buddy. Uh-oh. I think we're missing his mic. That's okay. Well, while he gets all that sorted out, as he said, he's fat, I'm spicy, and this week we're in LastLif RP, and we've got two very special guests with us. Let's welcome to the show PoponLock and Cochina. Guys, welcome to the show. I'm so happy that you guys are here.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us, guys.
So I've been looking around this amazing city of yours, and I'm seeing a lot of unique things. One, of course, and I just have to give a shout out, is Mimi's place with her face on the side of the building. How awesome was that to see?
Yeah,
made
that's
me
amazing.
smile,
Cute?
man.
You
Yeah,
love-
that really gave me a chuckle. Yeah, I'll post it up there later.
Yeah, it's
But it
amazing.
was
Actually,
totally cool.
Arasan, if you guys don't know who that is, I'm sure you guys all know who that is. He's the one that put that together for Mimi so that, Mimi and Pops wanted that specific building. We brought it in for them. And then Arasan put the icing on the cake whenever he, posted her logo and her name on the building. So it's specifically Mimi's. They're not using like another, like a Mojitos in the other cities that she was, or a different, it's actually Mimi's restaurant, which is really cool.
Did she come up with her recipes and menus herself?
Yes, both her and Pops came up with it. It's pretty cool.
So what kind of restaurant is it? Like
It's like a breakfast, kind of like with like
Isn't it like
pancakes
soul
and waffles.
food, too?
Yes, chicken and waffles. Yeah.
I mean, pancakes are soul food.
Are they?
The chicken
Technically?
waffles and stuff.
Hey,
Chicken and
hey,
waffles, yeah.
they're soul food to me.
Listen here, emo boy.
Also, I have to give a quick shout out. Yeah, soda pop.
Yeah, Papitos.
Soda.
Yeah, there's a drink named after him, and there's also a food item that they named after Corby.
Uh-oh.
It's like chocolate waffles or something.
Yeah, Corby's chocolate waffles.
Nice.
Do not search that, guys. Yeah.
I'm more
Let's
interested in
continue
Papitos Mojitos.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's great. That's great. So, when was the official launch?
December 29th. That was the official launch. So about 2 weeks now that we've been live.
Oh, wow.
2 weeks that I didn't get an invite. That is crazy. Let's go. That's been enough for the Fat and Spicy show, guys. Let's get out of here.
Shut up.
If you're joining us, we'll see you next week.
And I invited you too.
And I can fill you guys in on the rest of the information that's missing about the invites.
Oh yeah.
Once I start talking about the city, I'll fill you guys in as to what happened with that.
No, it's
So
all
before we
good,
go, I
guys.
have to give a huge shout out to your U.S. Marshal, and it looks like he's your warden. I don't know what he does. He's got a whole bunch of different vests and badges on. But Frankie
Oh yeah.
let me get away with blatantly stealing a car. He let me talk myself out of it. So Frankie, I love you, babe. I was trying to steal the car, but you played along, and I love you, dude. That was beautiful. Made me smile, man.
He's really social. And he's not a hard ass.
And I
Sheriff.
think
I like him too.
I think that's required for the city. You know, is somebody some kind of law enforcement that at least doesn't take themselves too seriously, but still gets the job done.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I agree.
And Pop,
100%.
you were good at that back in the day.
Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I
you did your
appreciate it.
job, but we still had fun, right? We're still going out and investigating mysteries, but when you had to lay the law down, you did. I always respected it.
Yes, sir. Well, and that's actually that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
actually
that was him.
the chief that we brought into the city. I actually selected him because of the way his demeanor, his character, and the fact that he is also kind of the same way, where he values RP over anything else, and he's gonna have a good time with you, even though he knows that you committed the crime. He's gonna let you go probably most of the time, and just let you RP your way out of it if you can.
That's amazing. I love that.
Always great to power. We've talked about many times. Open themselves up to somebody else's.
I mean, the key to good RP is, as we've always said, is that improv, right? Yes, and adding to the situation, not
Yes.
just shutting it down and being a dick about it. You know, yeah, we all have our own RP way of doing things. You know, some are lax, some are hardcore, but in the end, if, you know, dude, I'm a cop in another city, right? Just part time, play around, have a good time.
Yes.
And dude, if you give me RP and you make me grin, you're out of here. You know what I mean? That to me is the best.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. I mean, we're all here to have fun, not to spend our times in jail. You know, to enjoy being in the city and enjoying those RP moments that we build together.
Now, speaking of that, how's your criminal element? You guys got gangs in the city? Are they running hard? How are they doing?
Cochina?
We do. We have 4 at this time, and they're going strong.
Yes, that we don't have any official gangs yet because we wanted them to have a waiting period so that they could actually develop as work as a team, work as a gang in the streets. We wanted to observe them doing, criminal activity, hanging in their block, moving around as a gang and doing things as a gang before we actually gave them official status. So we do have a process in that, and really, they've taken it and ran with it because they're all really good gang members that they brought into the city, and they're actually having fun together and actually shouting each other out in the appreciation channels.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Mutual respect for the game.
But before
Yes,
we get any
sir.
further, guys, there was a couple of follows and subscribers that we wanted to give a shout out to. So, Lowe's, if you would really quickly, run down that list.
Thank you.
If she slaughters your name, it's on purpose.
Oh, thanks, guys.
We'll be
Thank you,
getting that
guys.
prime steak out to you as soon as Spicy grabs it from under the table right here.
I'm looking for it.
He's making it right now. Well, aren't
So we got
we
old
all?
friends, we got new friends, we got all kinds of friends here.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Fat and Spicy Show. We appreciate you guys being here along for the ride.
Oh man, keep them coming. Keep them coming, Laws.
Hey, yo, Smokey.
Oh man, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Sandro. Whoa, calm down, bro. You gonna make me take my shirt off. He said what? Oh, whoa, whoa.
Well, if you guys didn't hear, we got a whole bunch of new subs and follows. We got PoponLock giving subs. We got who else? Sandro giving subs. We got some new chatters. If you guys didn't hear, Blueberry is here. He's a new chatter. Killer Two Tone. I'm trying to look through the list, guys. Sorry, Ava Braun. Queenie, guys, we love you. Thank you guys so much for following the Fat and Spicy Show. Now, we can spend the whole episode thanking you and loving you, or we can get back to the show, which I think we need to do. So, guys, new city, new opportunities. What do we got?
Yeah, I mean,
guys.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just want to let everybody know real quick. The Fat and Spice Show, what we do pretty much, we go around to different cities, guys, and we interview either the admins or the owners of those cities. And hopefully we try to find everybody their forever home, and we try to figure out, what different cities have to offer. That way people can find that quality that, attracts them. So, that's pretty much what we do. And we try to make sure that everybody understands that there's always going to be different servers out there. Everybody runs their cities different. Maybe hopefully one of these cities, such as LastLif RP, finds its audience and, you find a place where you feel like you want to RP.
Yes, sir. And actually, with that said, most of the people, not only in the chat but also you guys that are in here, have known me for a very long time. And if you haven't, I've been RPing throughout many cities, for a while now. And every city that I go to, no matter where I go, I meet a bunch of different people that I enjoy RPing with. And unfortunately, every time that I change cities, some of those people are lost because they end up staying or leaving and going some other places. The reason I came up with the city is because I honestly had a hard time dealing with, certain cities and management and all that stuff. And I just felt like either people were mistreated, people weren't listened to, or just things weren't done right in the cities that I went to. No offense to anybody. I just felt like uh, RP wasn't valued in a lot of the places that I went to, and I just wanted to create something that I thought we were gonna have in the previous city that we were in. But it ended up fizzling out, and unfortunately for that city. But I enjoyed the RP that was created there, and I hope that to create that here and to enjoy more times, because the reason it's called Last Life RP is because it's the last time I'm ever gonna RP if it doesn't work out. Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, it's such a dark, sinister vibe. I love it. After this, I'm gonna just delete my character. I feel you, bro. No, I no, I can totally understand it because I went through that same
other thing too that we brought in is we have I don't know if everybody knows, but I have a military background, so I structured my city in such a way to where I can, so that everybody has their own job. So all my staff hand selected by me. A lot of these people I knew for a while too, and thankfully they already knew how to do certain things. So I put them in those positions knowing very well how they would treat that position. And number one is, Cochina. She's my head of staff, and without her, I feel like I'd be lost because she's always correcting me on different things. And if anybody knows Cochina,
Thank you.
if anybody knows Cochina, you guys know that she's by the book no matter what. Like she
That's
might be
correct.
strict, she might be hard, but I guarantee you, she's only doing that because it's in the rules.
Hell,
And
I think she scolded me once or twice.
Maybe.
but I mean, and if we go down the line, I could talk about my staff, all day long. But I don't want to spend all day talking about that. The other thing too is I brought in a creative guy. His name is Tally. A lot of you guys might know him from PMA, the PMA days. But that guy is a creative genius, and honestly, an ode to you, Fat, because without you doing what you did in AAC, I wouldn't have thought of this idea or had this idea in mind. And I brought Tally as a creative lead to create those type of scenarios that would throw out little pieces of bread or crumbs, for people so that they can have like
Yeah.
a choose your own adventure type of situation
Yeah,
where
no.
they'd create stories, and then if they present a little element and that person got to choose whether they either kill the person or the animal or whatever it is that we put in front of them, or follow the person, whatever the scenario is. We put a little breadcrumb out there and they choose to either go with it or ignore it, or run away or whatever, call the cops, whatever they want to do. But it's kind of that's what the creative team is doing in the city, trying to create more scenarios and more RP for the community as well. So that's
How is
I will give the flowers back to
the flowers back to
Josh, because he's the one that actually came up with the idea of and that's something that I had never heard of previously in any city that there was even a creative team doing creative things. And when he proposed that idea, I was just like, wow, that's definitely something new, that there's a team, because you always have different devs and different admins that are focused on different things. But I never knew one to be focused strictly on. When he proposed that idea to me, yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
so how are the
The rest is
citizens
history,
taking it? Do you see a lot of them playing along? I guess, for lack of a better term.
Well, even for us, initially it was a shock. Even though that we've been a part of the same type of scenario in AAC, it was still kind of like, oh man, do we let it happen? Do we not let it happen? But a lot of the people that were in AAC or even worked with Tally before already kind of know and understand the concept. But the new people that don't, or that hadn't seen it before, they were kind of hesitant. But man, have they taken it and ran with it as well? Now that those people that bought into the scenarios that he's put together, they want more of it, and it seems like they're enjoying it too. So hopefully it'll continue to
Outstanding.
work out that way.
Can you give us a little kind of a taste of what you guys are working on as far as storylines go?
Well, yeah,
We don't want to give
without
anything away,
Yeah, we don't want to give too much away.
well, without metaing too much, I know one of the main things, or it's kind of like the red pill, blue pill. He's got two characters, and he's not working both of them. He's working one of them. One of them is a individual named Boris, and I think that's as far. I'm gonna take it not too deep into it, but one is a Russian guy, and then the other guy. What's the other guy's nationality? I forgot what the other guy's name. I don't want to take the fun away from it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, and we don't want you to take the fun away, but it's just interesting to see that you guys actually are working on some solid storylines and that people are game. That's important.
That is one of the things that we do not see much of, whenever, especially when we interview a lot of people, we kind of ask everybody the generic same questions. And it's not for the lack of not having questions, but these are the kind of the common questions that we want to get out of the way to see people's different response. And you'd be surprised on how many times we ask, the owners of the cities about their creative, I guess aspects of what they have to offer. And they kind of just go, we're throwing a car show every week.
Right.
We'll just hear the standard answer. It's about the RP. Can you elaborate? Well, our RP is strong. Well, okay.
Yeah.
We also
We-
been
we
doing
definitely-
like the events where you basically have to chase down, say, like 4 SUVs and get the contents from inside the vehicle, and people seem to be
Nice.
receiving that well.
Yeah, no, it's always about engagement. If you can keep the community engaged, you will always, retain retention. You'll always have that because people are going to be like I said, the worst part about it would be to fly into a city and not have. Yeah, they're going to be like, oh, you got these jobs. Nobody wants to ever just do jobs.
Mhm.
People look for engagement.
Yep.
And that's what they want. I mean, you imagine working a job and never talking to anybody?
Yep.
Just sit there.
And that's a third element to our city too. So I mentioned the RP. Obviously, that's number one for any city that you go to, right? RP. The other thing is the creative team that we have, and then the last thing is probably one of the things that we worked on the most and the longest, and that's why it took us a month to open, because we wanted to ensure that the economy and the craft. So I don't. A lot of people don't know my history, but I played Tarkov for like 7 years, and the crafting system in Tarkov is freaking ridiculous, right? So when coming here, I wanted to create a difficulty level for the criminals, because a lot of times you go to a city and it's very easy to become a criminal and just start the gang life. And here I did a bit different, where every single job that you do, regardless of whether it's legal or illegal, touches every other job. Meaning that if you get something from one job, you might have to use it somewhere else, and you never know how useful that thing that you got from that job is. There's things that interconnect that you can't really do. Like, you can't do a bank heist without doing something else, and you can't do a truck heist without doing something else. And then all the drugs are interconnected too. You can't start selling coke right away, because you have to do something else before that. So there's a lot of different elements that go into our crafting system, our drug system, and our heist system. But then there's a bunch of other different elements that we sprinkle all the way around. Like we recently closed down the coke lab and the heroin lab. So now people don't have a way to move forward from the heroin lab if they haven't even started that process yet, because it's shut down. So it's eventually, I'm sure it'll move. I'm not gonna say when and where, but eventually I'm sure it'll move. But because of those elements that touch each other, it's going to be a little bit harder for criminals to come in here and start the gang life. Some people, I have lost friends because of it, because they're like, man, it's too hard. I can't do this. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't build this city based on you or what you want. This is my vision. This is what I had.
So hold on real quick. So you have drugs in the city, right?
Yes.
And so you shut down these places like every so often?
Yes.
And that creates a need
PD
for
did.
PD
did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what I was thinking was, like, how drugs have effects, right? They run armor, blah blah. I was thinking in my mind, I thought you were talking about, like, you come
we
in
have
and
all
you
that
shut
too.
it down, like you just shut it down, and it's like it's closed or whatever is down, and then it creates a need for that drug because you can't make it anymore.
Yeah.
And then you cycle through those drugs like every so often, like you shut one down, you shut the other one down. And that kind of like the economy kind of.
Yep, exactly. There's labs, there's different labs around the city for different types of drugs, and even drugs that people haven't even found yet. And
nice.
And so those drugs, those labs, if people give up the lab to the police is going to raid it and shut it down. And that's what happened actually literally yesterday. So we had a police or FIB bulletin that said that they shut down those 2 labs that they found.
I like it. So you've got a solid, looks like you guys have your drugs figured out. How about restaurants and whatnot? Are people buying these up? Do you have enough, I guess, demand or supply to meet the demand?
I believe so. One thing that we're trying to focus on now is the club scene, because we really don't have a huge club scene. We have a Mimi's, we have a brand new burger shot that a lot of people haven't seen.
Taco
we
Farmer.
We have Taco Farmer. Oh, actually, Sandro, the guy that gifted 10 subs already, is Taco Farmer. But his gang character and his character that's doing the Taco Farmer and his police, the Crispy Bacon. Man, this guy is top notch. Actually, I feel
Crispy Bacon. I've heard that name.
I heard that name
it's
before
like
myself.
a chubby cop character. He's so funny.
That's the guy that you know, actually.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Who is that?
Sandro from
Yeah,
GSF.
Sandro. Yeah, it's GSF.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day,
okay.
Sandro, yeah. Like the original Taco Farmer from PMA. That's
Yeah,
him.
that's
The
him.
original
What?
Taco Farmer.
There he is.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Okay, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Good to
Yeah.
hear you, man. Good to see you, man.
He's enjoying the
uh,
shit out of his city, man. He's telling me
Taco
every time.
Farmer.
They have the cutest
You prob-
fucking backpack for their job at the Taco Farmer. I can't stand it. It's so cute.
You probably,
I'm
you
in
Sandro,
love.
if you're out there, come over here and bring that freaking backpack over here so we
It's
can
so
see it.
probably
cute.
remembers Chewy more than anything.
I remember the Chewy owning the Taco Farmer. That was, I had a
No,
nut with
Chewy
him.
didn't. Chewy worked there for a little bit. Chewy owned that was
Oh,
the
he-
Aztecas turf. It was the Mexican restaurant over there. What was it?
Oh, Olay?
It
Was it
wasn't-
Olay?
It was on Aztecas turf in PMA.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I
and,
remember
and then
that.
he,
What's the
and
name
then
of
and then he owned Chewy's out there.
It used to be the funeral home, right? And made it into a restaurant.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
You
Wicked?
got to remember, I was a lawyer over there. I didn't leave my office very much.
Yeah, it was on Aztecas turf, that Mexican restaurant there, and then he got his own place out where Hookie's is out on the highway.
Oh, you're talking about
It's called
Ortega's and
Chewy's.
then
Ortega.
Yeah, Ortega's. Yeah, that's what it was.
Mhm.
Yeah. But real quick, blonde moments, Queenie. Thank you for these subs. We appreciate it. We love you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it
But
means a
guys,
lot,
if you have any questions for anybody here on the show, or even anybody in the background, like Cheeto Lang back there, we love Cheeto Lang. Just feel free to put it in the chat, and we'll get to that question in a moment.
We do have one question from the audience, and it's kind
About
of burning
Cochina's
on my
feet?
mind too. Yeah, what's with
No,
the feet?
stop it.
You know,
No.
Come on now. If there's ever a
It's-
time to share the feet story,
It's
now is the
really
time.
not that, and like, there's nothing to it. I just decided
Oh, we'll make
What-
something out of it.
when I was in AAC, I just decided I'm not wearing shoes no more because I didn't like any of the shoes, and then I hated the sound of the shoes, so I was just like, I want to hear my feet pitter patter. That's it.
no, them things are
It's
rough.
more
As
of
long
like
as you
a.
don't, as long as you don't ask to look at the bottom of the things.
I
good.
just don't like some of the shoes look funky, and the sound of some of the shoes bothers me, so I just go bare feet, and then it just became a thing. That's all.
Now it's all about the pitter patter.
Yeah.
Hey, we're about
If you
to.
ever-
Jacob, I was going to tell you, man. We're about to hear the pitter patter of little feet in my house too.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, my grandma's moving in with us.
Oh,
Aw.
I thought you were
That's so
expecting.
wrong, bro.
No, I need another kid like I need another podcast. I got 3 of them already.
Oh, jeez.
I got twins.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got 3 sets of twins.
No, I don't have 3 sets of twins. God, no, I'd shoot
Imagine.
myself. My poor wife.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. No, does anybody else here have kids?
I do not. I just have puppies.
We know.
She
You
never
know I
shuts
got
up
kids.
about her dad.
I was
Negative
saying, you heard
public
you heard Bobby's over there. He's like, hey,
Uh-uh.
I ain't saying that. I'm trying to RPC it. Got you, bro.
RP no kids.
That's why RP. That's why I created the city.
It's like
I don't have
ruining
kids
my
in the
image,
city.
Jacob.
Oh, but guys, on Monday, don't forget you can call me Jacob. You know, you don't have to call me Fat on Monday since we're OC.
And everybody
I'm sorry,
has to
just
call
call
me
me
spicy all the time.
Jacob.
What? Nah.
Nah, don't do that.
Call him by his government.
So we've got a beautiful city, we've got bare feet, and we've got a host with a lot of kids. But one thing I love to ask people that start their own cities, man, is we got the inspiration for it, but what are the challenges?
I think one of the biggest challenges for me, and I'm not the type of person to give in to people's demands, but obviously when you're a city owner, you have to listen to your community, and trying to listen to the community where they pull you from every direction is probably the biggest challenge. I mean, I can only do so much. I do have a team of people that help me out with everything, thank you so much, Erin, aka Blonde Moments Queenie. She is actually like always doing a lot of admin behind the scenes stuff to help me organize all this shit. But I think that's the biggest thing is managing people is basically what you become as a city owner. And managing people is tough, because everybody has a different personality and everybody wants to do different things in the city. So we have to prioritize every single person, as they are, as a human, as our peer, and as somebody that is in here spending their free time in your city that you created. And so we have to value them. And I think that's the hardest thing for me is ensuring that I'm valuing everybody's time here because they could be doing something else or being in another city, but they're here spending their time with us.
Gorgeous. See, I just wish more server owners actually felt that way.
I just wish more server owners actually gave us a decent answer like that.
No kidding, right? And maybe they do feel that way. They just don't voice it like that, but that was articulate, and we do appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Of course.
So we ran through obviously some of the things that we have, and you're always going to have gangs. You're always going to have PD force, but what you don't really see a lot of focus. It's kind of like I think the hardest spot to kind of cover is civilian life. Because you're always going to have the regular, the norm, EMS jobs and restaurant. Is there any other jobs that you offer that are unique?
Yes, actually. So one of the things that I took away from PMA when I was in PMA is the socialites, right? There was a lot of people like the people, I forgot the people that the couple that ran the Galaxy, they were the socialites. They created all the events, all the city, like regular normie civilian life. And a lot of that stuff I wanted to bring to this element. So I have Gigi as my business lead, and she's been amazing at taking care of the businesses and making sure that part of the that side of our business, our side of our city is taken care of. I really appreciate not only that she's taking care of that, but also whenever she's selling a business, ensuring that the person that's buying the business is the right person for that business. So we do have business owners that people can become business owners in the city, but also the jobs that we brought in, like the lumberjack job, the construction job, the window washing job. Yeah, all those
Electrician.
jobs. Yeah, the electrician job. They're all new to almost all of us, and they're very involved. So it's not just a regular job where you just go and do it by yourself. A lot of these have a benefit if you do it with 4 of your friends or 3 of your friends. So it could be a group of 4, and y'all do the whole window together, and you'll do it in half the time instead of taking it taking 20 minutes for you to finish it. It might take 5 minutes for you guys to finish a window and then go to the next building. Same thing with the construction job. So it's built around trying to make it more of a community effort rather than a lot of the grinders that you see in other cities. There's always the grinders, and we appreciate the grinders because they're the ones that find all the things that break. But at the same time, those grinders don't socialize with the community. So we tried to bring in jobs that will create that social and that social part of the jobs, so that it wouldn't be just a monotonous job that you just go and do every day.
Now, do you have things for the solo? Like, say I'm new to your city. I come in for the first day. I don't know anybody. I kind of just feel my way around. Do you have jobs that are accommodating to solo players to get started?
Of course, every single one of those jobs that I mentioned are solo jobs too. You don't have to have friends with you. But not only that, I mean, we also still have the mining job. There's the fishing jobs.
All those jobs can be done by yourself as well.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to do it with friends either.
Okay, very good. Tell me about the electrician job. I'm fascinated.
So the electrician job is that it's actually really funny because the electrician job, if you've never done it before and you go and do it, you have to actually go grab a van, get into your little outfit, you drive the van, and then the van comes with a ladder. You have to pull the ladder out of the van and then climb up the ladder and fix a light pole. Right. Well, this ladder, if you don't climb it right, if you don't climb a ladder right, what happens? You fall off, right?
5 times in a row, okay? 5 times.
And if you connect the wrong wires in the panel, guess what? You get electrocuted. So you just
and
it's
And if you forget your ladder at one pole, you have to drive all the way back to pick up your ladder.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget
that's
your
not
ladder.
the voice of experience, right?
That's horrible. You have to drive all the way back.
No, that's
Hey,
awesome.
it
Though.
is.
Good for
It
you
is.
guys.
No, it is work. Though. I mean, that is good. That's good. A nice immersive little retrospect there. I went to the bathroom
You're going to the bathroom? Don't go to the bathroom.
with the mic. Do with the mic.
We're doing a show, dude. I told you to go before we left.
I did.
We're gonna hear the tinkles.
Oh wait, I gotta go. Apparently, I gotta.
Hopefully,
go
it's just a tinkle.
It happened. It happened. So we have the civilian based RP. We covered the PD aspect of it. You know, I think we gave a little shout out in the beginning. Now, is there anything different that you're doing with PD?
So you guys know that PD, I hold it near and dear to my heart because I did it for 7 months in AAC, right? So I enjoyed my PD job. I loved it, and I kind of had a vision as to how it should work in most cities, and that's why I brought in Grand Wolf, the guy that just followed you guys too. Grand Wolf is actually like RP first, shoot later type of guy, and I felt like that guy would be the best person for the job. And so he's, forming his team. And initially, we're just going to have a single unit. We're not going to try to have multiple buildings or multiple departments. We just want to start off with one and build off of that.
I've always thought that was wise. Don't split it up. Just keep them all together. Everybody's stronger together than divided, right?
Yes, sir.
Who says that? No, we're not. We're not. We are strong as a whole and divided. It's all the same. Just kidding.
Well, and I mean, he's just now building his team too. He came in a little late to the to the staff, and that's another thing too. I wanted to make sure that I picked somebody that was not on the staff team, and the same thing goes for the gang lead. I'm gonna, we still don't have a gang lead, and I really want somebody that's not gonna be in a gang that runs the gang lead situation because I don't want somebody that has a bias. Same thing with the staff. I don't want them to be on the PD as far as like the chief. I don't want them to be the chief because then I feel like perception is everything. And if people see that it's the staff, they're going to say, well, you're staff and you only favor this person or favor that person. No, I wanted to put somebody in there that was going to care about the RP, but also not going to be somebody, a member of our staff team, so that wouldn't be the case.
And it seems to be working out very well.
I think that's great because honestly, I think that was a bigger problem that a lot of people have, is putting those positions and then having those admins play those roles. It's just like, because how could you not be biased? I don't want to say you couldn't do it, but it's going to be hard for the community to accept that judgment,
Yes.
knowing that that person is there, especially when something doesn't go in their favor. So it's just like, why even dip your feet in there if you don't have to?
So those people who might be interested, are you guys looking for any other staff members or part of the team at all?
Yes. I mean, when I put Cochina in charge, I let her run with it, right? I mean, obviously she's gonna come to me if she has a question or if she brings somebody new to the team as far as like, hey, what do you think of this person or whatever. So but she's the one that's in charge of hiring a new staff members, and and she's always looking. We do need people that to oversee the city and to take care of a few other things. But I mean, we can talk offline. But we do always looking for good people to help us run the city. It's hard to find somebody that we can trust. Not only that, but somebody that's level headed and will be making the right decisions when tickets arise. Because I don't want somebody that's going to jump in there and start talking shit. We need somebody that's going to take care of the person and treat them as a person. And because I've seen it a lot of times where people are cursing other people out or just being rude and saying obnoxious things in tickets. And that's one of the rules I said, like, if you're gonna answer a ticket, be professional. Do not joke around. I don't care if they're your friend. Do not joke around in the ticket. And try to stay as professional as possible when you're responding to people, because if you joke around, the first thing people are going to think when you're joking around in their ticket is like, oh, I'm not important enough. And I don't want the other person to think that. I want them to feel important and know that we're working on their ticket.
I think that's wise.
Sorry. Sometimes they're not in the mood for jokes either. If it's like something that's upset them in the city, they don't want you to put in silly jokes and stuff. They're like, I'm looking for help. Why are we joking here?
That's a great point.
I mean, and then that you don't obviously don't want to show any kind of favoritism, especially when you make decisions like.
Yes, sir.
So as we
real-
go ahead, man.
I was gonna real quick shout out to Janetti for those subs, real quick. Again, thank you guys. We love you. But we do have a question. Has there been anybody in LLRP whose roleplay has caught your attention? I'm assuming that is for
Anyway, either of you.
I mean, I have a couple people in mind that I really enjoy watching their RP develop in the city. One of them being Sandro. Actually, as we've been talking about Sandro, I'm like, man, this guy's everywhere, and he's actually really taken off and really made this place his home. So that's one person that I really enjoy watching him and his team, not just him, but also
guys.
Smokey.
I'm sorry about that. Somebody followed called Alzheimer's.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of our staff members. Bonkers.
No, it was funny because it popped up the little following thing of Joe Biden. It was just funny that it was Alzheimer's.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I was like, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Go back.
So what is it about his RP that you guys find fascinating?
Well, just the fact that he's in character 100% of the time when he's in the city. You know, like he wants to own Taco Farmer. You know, he had to apply for the business license. He had to go through GG to do that. Even when I went and set up his restaurant, he was, you know, still acting the part, walking around with his little backpack and being the Taco Farmer, you know, employee or the owner that he is. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't stray away from the RP, and that's what I enjoy. Even when he has scenes with other gang members or rival gangs, he's definitely playing the part the way it's supposed to be played.
Gorgeous.
when he's on his crispy bacon
Oh,
character.
yes.
It's
Oh,
a
my
chubby
God.
character, so the first thing he does when he clocks in, he's like, we need to go get some food. He's always like in character for like the character he's in.
Yes.
It's fun. I like watching the funny people, like the funny role play and the gunfights. It's fun for me to watch.
Oh, I think definitely comedy adds a. But I also like to
Yeah.
see some of the more serious.
Yeah.
Not too serious, you know, obviously because we're all here to have fun and role play. But you know, especially with cops, I like a good ball buster as much as I like a good, you know.
Yeah.
You should go deal with Busho, aka Grand Wolf, man. That guy's he will bust your balls, but at the end of the day, you'll end up both of y'all leaving laughing.
Nice. Very good. So,
Like a good ball busting.
did you guys write any of your own scripts for the city here?
No, I haven't. I haven't had time, honestly. I'm constantly busy being put in every direction. You know, I that's why I brought in the creative lead because I really wanted to do it, but I didn't have time to do it myself.
Is it a difference, bro? Is it a difference from RPN to now being the owner or of a city?
Yes, it's a big difference. I mean, I barely have time to RP. I could probably say that I RP'd 15 minutes today, and that's combined. I have to stop every 10 seconds. And the funny thing is that I hang out with Smokey 99% of the time. A lot of people don't know this in the city, right? I hang out with Smokey as his crew member or whatever, but they already know. Every 5 minutes I stop like on the side of the road, or like if we're like in a lab somewhere, I have to stop in a corner somewhere, and they're like, oh, don't worry about him. They just leave me there and they walk off or walk away because they already know I'm busy. Unfortunately, but that's just the role that I chose. I know that I was going to become everybody's enemy, or public enemy number one, basically, as people say, because I'm going to have to be the bad guy and be busy all the time and not be able to RP as much.
Have you found people taking that to heart, that you're not always there to RP with them?
No, not
how was your fan base taking that?
Honestly, I haven't even streamed yet, so I don't even know. But
they're probably gonna yell at you.
If you're in here now from Pop Street, yell at him. No, I'm just kidding, guys. He is. It is definitely a task, to take on that much responsibility to try to provide a great atmosphere for people to role play in. It is a huge responsibility.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I knew it was a lot of work. I didn't realize it was going to be this much work, even with the team.
I think they all say that, right?
Yeah.
He's
Pretty
he's
much.
right now. Pops is just sitting on that little white couch, and he's like, "Damn, another one."
Another.
They just keep coming.
They just keep coming. Are you guys? Are you whitelisted? Or are you planning on it?
Not yet. I think once we build a community, a little bit bigger community, I feel like once we go over 64, we might start whitelisting. But honestly, if we keep doing as good as we're doing, we thank God and knock on wood, we haven't really gotten attacked that bad. But you know, I know it's gonna happen eventually.
How
But
dare you jinx us like that?
right,
Were
right,
you-
I
Do you
know.
think it's? I know. But so do you think it's because you kind of gone under the radar? You know about.
Go ahead.
Because honestly, like I said, I didn't even know about it.
Well, about
know?
that, I'll say both things. So I think maybe one, it's about going under the radar. Number two is about how I treat everybody else. I've never disrespected anybody, and I've never had any issues with anybody else. Even the city owners that have come by and we've talked, and even before, and I can mention it. You know, before Savage created Savage, he asked me like, "Hey, come over here," and I'm like, "Well, you know what? It's funny. I'm trying to create my own city too." So we talked and we sat down and had a good conversation. So I have nothing but love, with those guys over there, because I know that they're going through the same things that I am going through, and trying to create a community as well. But that's one thing, and then the other thing too, I never sent any invites to anybody. Tyrius, Eden, uh, Hokage. There's so many people that I did. Guapo, all these people that were close to me. I didn't send a single invite to anybody, and it was mainly because I didn't feel that the city was ready for me to push it out like that. So that's why I never invited anybody. And I let the staff like, hey, you can invite whoever you want. It's fine. I feel like we can deal with like them breaking stuff. But I just like said, you know what? I don't want to bring in even more people and cause even more chaos, because once we open the doors, the floodgates opened with
Yeah.
tickets and issues and stuff breaking. So
Definitely,
I get that.
You definitely have to have that team in place to be able to do those stress tests. You know, you have to find out, what's going to break, what can break, what glitches and stuff. Eventually,
for sure.
especially with, again, this is going to come back to what is the overall goal? Like, what is your like? Did you even think that far ahead? As far as with how quickly the city has gained momentum. Did you think it was going to be that fast?
No, honestly, I mean, to me, I guess I don't really have a good perspective on it. I know 34 seems like a big number, but I mean, I'm definitely no huge, city. I feel like within the
In
2 weeks that
34,
we,
that's almost 50. That's almost half 100, bro. That's where a
yeah,
lot of cities. I mean, you got to think now cities are capping out at 60, 70 people.
yeah.
Right. Our first week we were doing like an average of like 20, and now we're like 30, 35.
Yeah, I honestly I didn't know, I didn't think that far. I didn't measure success. I think I don't think I'll ever feel satisfied with the city until we have a good RP scene. I mean, those big cities that you think of that people are that are whitelisted. When you think of those communities, the first thing that comes out of people's mouths when they come out of those cities is like the RP there is amazing, right? And that's what I want people to say from our city is come here and there's no trolls, there's no just shoot first, act later type of people. That's what I want, and that's I guess that's the eventual goal, and that's what I'm striving for. And I just hope that we survive, because I know that there's other cities that not only they just shut down, but they just recently announced that they're going to shut down, and it's unfortunate because I'm sure how hard they worked. It's a lot of work to put it together, and then they're going to shut down after a month or two of being open, which is sad. But
yeah,
it's
Like I
all
said,
about how you manage.
Just don't forget, through it all, bro. Don't forget, give yourself. I don't know, because it doesn't matter if it was 5, 10, 15, 20 people that were here, bro. They're here, and that's a testament of who you are as a person and who you've brought with you and what you're offering to the community.
Oh, I
5 people
appreciate that.
on
No,
every day. Those 5 people, are rocking with you too.
yes,
It's
sir.
true. I mean, look at us. At the end of my day, when I'm done at work and the kids are in bed, I want to sit down. I want to RP. It's guys like you that give me that platform and a place to be. Like, look what you've started here. Here we are with you again. Fuck, we've known each other for how long now? Just through a silly game like this that we love so much.
Yes, sir.
We're always talking about quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which
Yep,
is
like I said,
something I think a
we-
lot of these servers forget. They
Yeah.
look at the
Yes.
dollar aspect. How much can I charge for this MLO? How much can I get? Remember the house auctions? You know, we go for $800-900 for a fucking house.
That's
in a
ridiculous.
I'm selling a
that's a-
small plot of land here in PoponLock for $2,000.
Right.
About the size of a dollar bill.
Something we
Yeah.
should mention is we definitely made sure that the MLO prices and stuff were lower than the average
Affordable.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, we did, and that's what I even tousled with the idea of not, but at the same time, it's like I have to pay for all that space. Eventually, it's going to grow too big to where I'm going to have to double the size of the space that I'm renting. So I'm not trying to make money. I mean, I do well on my job, like my real job, my full time
Mhm.
job. So I don't really need the money. It's I just want to cover the amount of money that I've already spent, which I'm
Yeah.
close and I'm getting there. But every time that I get more money, I'm like, what other thing can
What do I
bring to
buy
the city?
next? Yeah.
It's just like the Fat and Spicy show. All the money that we bring in through ads and whatnot, we put it right back into the show.
We're
It's the only
definitely
way to
trying.
grow, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's the only
exactly.
way.
You got to
The only way
invest in
to
yourself.
get there.
Well, listen, we're getting close to it, guys. Right before we wrap up, is there anything that you'd like to say about your city or to your players or to new players that are watching who don't know you guys? Last chance. Share your thoughts with the city.
Cochina, you
We'll
go
start with
first.
Pop. We'll start with Cochina.
We love you all and thank you for being here. I don't know. Put me on the spot.
Sorry.
No, that's what she said.
You go for
I'm sorry. Somebody asked me to say that. Somebody redeemed.
I'm
some
actually really
spicy hot.
shy, okay?
No, that's fine. You've done great during the show. In your
Where's
opinion,
Chi-Chi at?
Hey, what's up, Bessie?
He actually hasn't been around here.
Where's
Orale.
Chi-Chi?
What's up, puto?
We're stuck with Ray.
Yeah, they're stuck with Ray right now.
The boxing champion of the world right there.
Hell yeah. Number uno, cabrón, el gallo negro.
Hey.
But
Ta-da.
so I think I guess the thing that I would tell people out there that have never been to the city is come check it out. I mean, even if you're in another city, you don't have to stay here long. Check it out. Enjoy the stuff that we have to offer because we've tried to find the most obscure things to bring into the city so that people can enjoy them and see them for the first time. Because a lot of times you go to a place and you see the same thing over and over again, and we try to be a little bit different and try to have different elements to the city. And the creative team, I want to give a huge shout out to Tally. I know that we've mentioned him a couple of times, but if you guys have not worked with Tally, that guy's he's been a DP for those of you guys that know what Dungeons and Dragons is. He's been a I don't even know what the
DM.
DM, yeah.
DP.
Double penetration.
That means something else, Pop.
He's been a double
This
penetrator.
is 18 plus.
That's a different kind of dungeon there.
All right, out here double penetrating RP guys.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good
yeah.
stuff.
Different kind of dungeon.
Yeah.
God, I'm
Hey,
dead.
Sex dungeon.
Yeah, but he's been a DM for I think he said 10 years now or 12 years.
That's awesome. That
And
is
so
awesome.
he's bringing that element to our city, and it's a very enjoyable thing. You
is
just got to
awesome.
trust the process, trust that what he's trying to bring to the city. I know he said he tried to bring it to other cities and it didn't work out, but hopefully it works out for us, and hopefully him and I can continue to create this beautiful RP that he's creating. But shout out to
Outstanding.
him and his team that he brought as well.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
thank you, man. That's beautiful.
I love that DM. Yeah, especially with because you gotta have that improv. And I think that's a really good quality to have in it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I love
And
this.
thank you to my staff. My staff has done wonders, man. Every single one of them. Can I just shout every single one of them out real
Right?
quick?
I was thinking
go
the same
ahead.
thing.
Go ahead, dude. Get
All
him
right.
off in a freestyle beat.
All right, yo. I got Cochina, the head of staff, Mr. Topher, the community manager. I don't know. Anyways, community manager. Topher is my community manager. If you guys, a lot of you guys know who he is. Erin Rossi. She not only oversees the city,
Personal
but
secretary.
she's basically my admin person because she takes care of all my behind the scenes, putting together my Trello, putting together the list of stuff that I need to do. And not only that, but also learning scripting so that she can help me out with it. Gigi is the business lead, but also is actually learning clothing, and hopefully she learns even more how to design her own clothes too, because she's brought in all the clothing that we have. Adam Davis is I don't know if you saw the the sex shop that we have in here, but he redesigned the logo and put a new logo on their building and their
Is that
facade.
that
Bonkers
Pinky
helped with
Kingdom?
that too.
Yep. Yeah, Bonkers designed the logo, and Adam Davis, aka our son, brought it into the city and made it, brought it to life.
Nice.
Local House created the freaking video, the intro video. He's my video guy. I've known him for a long time. He made the video for us, and he's gonna continue to do that for us. I got Bed Penguin. He's actually my number 2 developer. He not only does cars, but he's also knows a lot of Lua, so he's helped me out a lot with developing the city.
Oh, bro, Penguin's solid.
Yes, Penguin is
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Corby,
Oh, Penguino.
yes sir. And he's asleep
I-
right now, by the way. But he's
Speaking of, I just
Here's-
found out that Corby's in cities. Corby, dude, yeah, me a smoke off, bro, cha-cha.
yeah.
Gotta happen, man.
Yes sir. Corby's my what is it called?
Lead
Livery
design.
guy.
Lead
Yeah.
design.
Lead
liveries,
design
yeah.
and livery guys. Haven does all my peds, and she brings
forgot
on
one.
all the peds. What's it? What?
Economist.
Oh yes, he's not even showing up on the list. That's why Bonkers is my economist.
I got you.
He checks all the economy, like all the jobs, make sure that they're balanced, tries to balance them. That's a hard job, by the way. Super
Oh
hard.
yeah, time consuming.
Yeah. Haven is like I said, she's the pet lady, and she's also a moderator. TK88, another moderator that we have in city. Busho, he helps out with Discord mod, as well as Jay Delight. And then Pertelepy is also not only a Discord mod, but also she's learning Lua, and she's also a coder, but she codes in C+ or other languages. But she actually coded the MDT that we have in the city, which is unique to us, and it's really, really cool that she
will
brought
put
that
a
in.
lot of work in, man.
Yes. She's also the head of EMS person here too, but she's put in
And
a lot of work in
rightfully
coding.
so deserves it, man.
Yes, she does.
Puts a
Yes,
lot
she
of work.
does.
He designed our kind of our SOPs from the ground up.
Yeah, but I thank you to all my staff for helping me
Josh
out
as
and
well.
staying here. Oh yeah. Oh yes,
One more.
Josh. Brand
He's
new.
offline.
Yeah, he's offline. Brand new Discord mod as well. He just came on board recently. Josh, if you guys know who he is. Josh
Welcome aboard,
McGinnis.
Josh.
Yeah,
We do have one last question
Mhm.
before we wrap all this up. It came from the audience. Are you guys going to think about capping how many businesses people can have or not?
Yes.
Like per person or like in general the whole city?
Right.
I think it says how.
It says people
I don't
can't
know.
have, so I mean,
Yeah, how many
I
people?
guess
can
the
have.
answer
I'm
for both,
assuming-
maybe. Just answer both.
So it
Well,
just
right now. Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say for gangs right now we've capped it at 2 per gang, but for civilians I haven't really thought about that yet. Have
Well,
you?
for civilians, we're so a lot of the rules that we have aren't hard written anywhere because it's hard to write everything down. I don't want to be like McDonald's and put a caution hot on everything. We just have to go play it by ear. And if you manage a business well and you're capable of managing a second business, I don't see where there would be an issue. But if you have a business and you can't even manage one, I'm not going to give you another one. I'm not going to let you have another one. So it just depends.
More like a case by case basis then.
Because businesses bring life to the city, right? If there's a business in the city and if you're providing that type of service to the city and you're bringing that and you can manage a second one and continue to bring more business or more activities to the city, then by all means, go ahead and
Yeah,
knock
if you're
yourself
like
out.
here for 6 hours a day just doing your thing, I'm sure you could handle like 2 small businesses.
Yeah. It just depends on the situation. Yeah, I could do it, but if you're not going to be able to manage one, I'm not going to give you another one. I'm sorry.
I can dig it.
That makes total sense. It should never come down to how much money you're willing to throw at a game versus what you're offering.
Exactly. What are you going to provide to my community? That's all I ask when you're owning a business.
That's honestly a lot, where a lot of the server owners they kind of fail to see, is that they want to get the money real quick. So now this one person owns 3 businesses, but none of them ever.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're getting the money, but you're also you're I want to say you're promoting false hope to people who think like the city's open because it has all these businesses.
Yeah.
And then they get there and none of them are ever open. Can't go to the
That is
mechanic
something
shop
I
'cause
do
they're
hate,
down.
especially when I'm in a new city, going to all the different places and they're all fucking closed.
Right.
Yeah, and they all owned by the same person. You're like, what the heck?
Well, it's worse because I don't know that they're all open to the same person when I'm first into a city. I just see closed businesses. I figure dead city, move on.
Yep.
So let me give you a quick scenario real quick. I just create my character. I just flew in. Where do I need to go?
Where do you need to go? Ooh.
What do I need to do?
Do you want
Did
food? Do you want
do
a
I just run
job?
around? Did I just run around Legion until somebody kidnaps me?
No, I would
That's
say
what you're into.
head to Topher's bar if you've never seen it.
Is there anywhere that we're in a particular place that's at?
Vanetti's Lounge. It'll
Yep.
look like a little lightning bolt on the map.
Yep.
All right.
It's
There you
across
go.
from our
Alright.
hospital. Our hospital is actually Mount Zona Hospital.
Oh, you got the Mount Zona
good.
one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
I wanna
We're
see
trying
that.
to be unique.
Everything's different. Next week or whenever we do the in city, you guys are gonna go to Club 77, which is really awesome because you can control the lights as the
Oh,
owner.
okay. That'll be Thursday.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, guys, we will be back in LastLif RP on Thursday. We'll be in character, and we'll bring you some amazing role players from in this city and see what they're up to. Guys, it's been a absolute
Maybe we
pleasure.
can get crispy bacon.
Let's get Chris on here. Yeah. Let's bring him in.
Crispy.
I think I see Mimi outside.
I see Mimi. She walked by earlier.
I
Looking
saw
tan
that.
as hell. Like she's been at the beach all day.
Vacationing.
But Coy is giving me that look. We're getting down on time.
Okay.
So, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Pop, Cochina, it's good to see you guys again. I haven't seen you in a long time.
You too.
It's always
Likewise.
nice to
I missed you
to
guys.
reconnect with old friends. But yeah, guys, this is the Fat and Spicy Show. Jacob, take us out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I think he's having mic problems. Oh, I tell you what, I'll take us out then at that point. Guys, this is the Fat and Spicy Show. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Huh?
I'm back.
Hey,
Yeah.
there he is. You tripped over that cord, bro.
Yeah, I know. I unplugged it from a little thing right here. Anyways,
Good.
real quick.
I'm not good at taking us out. You take us out.
Yo, real quick. If you don't know, we are in LastLif roleplay today with PoponLock and Cochina. If you don't know, they are from previous cities, whether it be PMAC. You may know them from there, and they're starting this new city, LastLif roleplay. And judging by the list of moderators and admins that they have, it looks like it's supposed to be a hell of a city, guys. I know a lot of these people that they have named off, and I can vouch for them personally and say that they definitely have what it takes to bring to the table to make something unique.
I see a bright future for the city. I really do.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Thank you, guys. Hopefully,
Plugging away, keep your nose to the grindstone, bro.
Yeah, let's get some shoes for Cochina.
Shut up.
Yo, guys, we appreciate it. This is all we have today, but join us Thursday, guys. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, and if you haven't, thank the subscribers, guys. We love you very much. Thank you. This has been the Fat and Spicy Show, and I'm Fat,
And I'm Spicy.
and this is LastLif Roleplay.
hey, yo.
Can't wait to see you. Yep.